Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
We're going to start this episode cussing out Hampton. Marlo, you really want to say that Candy won't talk about anything negative with her. She has had a whole dead fiance on the show. She went through the grief of a lover on this show. We have watched her let her mama time and time again tear down her man and try to put her marriage asunder. And you want to say Candy won't put her tragedies and real life on air just because she doesn't want to have an ongoing court case that could tank her business on her show? And honestly, it is kind of Candy's show at this point, since everybody talking about her. Doesn't mean that she is not willing to share her life. Now, Marlo, you got these rent-a-kids. We ain't never seen you with not even a piece of a man. Hell, at least Sheree and Kenya got them some rent-a-men. You can't even pay a man to get with you, but you're supposed to be paid by him. See, men may be purchasing your puss, but they ain't gonna give a proof of purchase. They want to sleep with you in silence. They will never claim you. Now that's embarrassing. What does that mean for your wares? So Candy has definitely shared and shared alike, while you have shared nothing. We don't know who your man was. We don't know what you got. We don't know what you actually making. I still don't know if this La Archive stuff is for real. It sounds like a way for you to make money off boosted clothing. You probably involved with that Atlanta theft ring, because I want to know how you are just the perfect size for everybody. Because you say all these clothes are yours, right? And this is haute couture. That means it was made to your size. So how are they going to do all the alterations so it'll fit Tammy Roman? You and Tammy Roman ain't the same size. Hell, you ain't the same size you was when you first came on the show. When you first came on the show, you was giving, honey. You was giving leg and hip and body, and now you, well, you're settling. You're settling. I bet you Marlo is getting a state check from them boys, and that's why they came back. Oh, and what's going on with Yeezy? Why haven't you moved into your new house? It's been a year. You was building this house last season. Is this gonna be another Chateau Shit Ray? We would say Chateau Thelma, but you ain't got a mama, so you can't even put it in your mama name. If you can make fun of Kenya's family situation, I can make fun of yours. Good for the goose, good for the gander. And why are you moving to a bigger house? Don't tell me it's for them rent-a-kids, because they about to be grown anyway. Over at the Grand Dragon's divorce, Croy and Grand Dragon Zolciak are throwing accusations at each other in Fulton County. So we get to know all their business. Kim has requested that Croy gets a drug test because he's on marijuana. And Croy has asked for Kim to go under a psych exam because of her gambling problem. And I would say that tracks, because how else do you run through the 20 million that you said your husband had, that he was going to be all right because of his 20 million? And you were supposed to have money too. Didn't you have some coin stash from Papa? Didn't you learn how to siphon from Shitty Nostril? Because I'll say this, Shawnee knew the second she got with him, she was putting shit in her mama name, but not like Sheree. They gonna be broker after this divorce, and I want to know what lawyer would actually represent them, knowing that the IRS gets their cut first. They ain't got nothing to argue about in divorce court. You don't got a home because you're about to be put out. You ain't got no money left. All you got is bills. So Beyonce is moving to California. She has bought the second most expensive house here. I guess when you make $1 billion off your tour, you got to put $200 million somewhere. But I know y'all have seen the house. What do y'all think of the house? I mean, it's cute, but I don't get Beyonce from this. No, I definitely get Kanye. All this, stone, concrete, glass, but it doesn't look warm. It doesn't look like black people live there. Like our houses have soul and art and color, and this place just looks like a tech CEO would live there. I didn't get Beyonce from this house. Maybe they just buying it to put some money somewhere. A lot of oligarchs do that. But then again, when I think of style, when I think of taste, I don't think of Beyonce. Just for $200 million, I want something that looks more like a house and not an airport. Like, I don't know why airport homes came into fashion, just large and cavernous and concrete. Like, I'm sorry, this looks like Terminal A. Terminal A. I'm not here for it. I don't want to live in Terminal A. I don't want to be in an airport as it is. And I get you got private plane and helicopter money. Have that as a section for $200 million. The whole house don't need to look like you about to get on one of them walking conveyor belts. Fetty Wap is going to jail for at least 5 years for his drug trafficking case. Why, when you were actually doing well, making legal money, did you decide to complicate your life with prison? Then again, you probably weren't making any money from that rap. However, the government wants him to spend between 87 and 108 months. That's like, that's more than 5 years. That's like 7 years to damn near 10 years. Well, the good thing is we've already forgotten about you. So you won't be missed on the music scene. That's good news for us, the listening public, because we had checked out of your music. See, cocaine won't just mess up your brain, it'll mess up your brand.
Cocaine, cocaine, cocaine. You know the shit will mess with your brain. Your brain, cocaine.
I think that's how they get caught. I think they start getting high on their own supply, and then they get that coke brain from cocaine, and they start getting sloppy and slippy. And the government arrests them in a jiffy. Okay, in Cheat in Peace news, Megan Fox has gotten back with Machine Gun Kelly. They broke up after there were some cheating rumors. Now, Megan, look, I don't want to hear about this shit again. If you gonna get back with him, let him cheat in peace. Men do not change. If he cheated once, he will cheat again. Either you gonna put up with it and let him cheat in peace because that's what you want to do in your relationship as an adult, or you can find a faithful partner, but you cannot do both. And he cheated this early in the honeymoon phase, that means he a cheater. So either get with it or get rid of him, but make a choice and stick with it, because I ain't gonna be hearing all this. I scroll every 5 minutes is your damn Twitter. You ain't that relevant. Carlos the King is coming to us with another Love and Marriage franchise. Girl, I mean, you can. But Huntsville is already on its last leg. We don't care about D boring ass C. But now you gonna give us Detroit, and you don't even mention Charlotte anymore. Remember Love and Marriage Charlotte? I remember Love and Marriage Charlotte. Nobody else does. Nobody talks about it. It's like it's a fever dream. And why are you always going to these cheap cities? Why aren't you going nowhere with some coin? Why not New York City? Because Love and Marriage DC really should be called Love and Marriage DMV. Really, Love and Marriage Baltimore. All the way to Baltimore to be with the boring and have mediocre ratings. Oh, God. Remember when we found out Rick Ross had bisons on his property, or buffalo? Well, now he's going to have that little car show anyway, but he said he's going to run for mayor of Fayetteville, Georgia. So you gonna be the Black Sonny Bono. Okay. I could see you in the furry vest. I'm sure you've worn some. And thank you for being a friend news. The Bachelor is getting a reboot called The Golden Bachelor, which is a senior citizen spinoff. That's gonna be interesting because black people don't age. So you gonna have some really young looking black women on there and some coots, some obvious coots. That I can't wait to see. Also, what's your definition of senior? Like, is it over 40, over 50, over 60? Like, is AARP a cutoff? Do you need a trust? I would actually be here for it. I would be here for it, especially because they're going to get some boomer racists on this show. I'm just here for the Karen canceling of it all. I am here. They better start trying to scrub those people's Facebooks now, because that generation has opinions, and they stand behind them. Oh, yeah. And quiet as it's kept, I'll watch because I'll try to get one of their houses on short sale when they go bankrupt from their racism and their ignorance. I'll profit off of it. I call it beating a pink toe with their own game. It's like watching the stocks. Somebody in the chat said, Janice Dickinson looks like a candied yam on America's Next Top Model. And I must agree. I saw her on TikTok and ooh, her skin looks like it's just moving away from her face. Her skin looks like I don't like you anymore. And it wants out. And since it can't leave, it's just like, well, I'm going to be as disrespectful as I can. Her skin is disrespecting her face. Every day, all day, every which way it can. If her face was growing, her skin would be kicking it in it. I mean, my God, her skin is betraying her face. Her skin has said enough. I don't know what she put her skin through, but her skin is getting its revenge. I've never seen a jowl also wrinkle at the same time. Like usually the face will pick a struggle. Either you'll jowl or you'll wrinkle. Her skin said, hold my beer, I'ma do both. Falling off the bone is only good when it comes to oxtails and ribs. Not your face, honey. We wanted falling off the bone, not slipping off the skull. You look like something from Crawl. Scullish is never a word, an adjective that should come to mind when describing someone scullish. Oh God, Beyonce is going to put out a hair care line. I mean, this might be something people will buy because Lord knows we ain't getting your clothes, girl. We ain't getting your clothes. You done tried 6 ways from Sunday. You finally said fuck it to fashion because fashion has been said fuck you. Makeup, Rihanna has makeup on lock, so you're not even going to try that. So she's going to give us Kenya Moore hair care. I'm here for it. I mean, I don't have any hair. Maybe she could if she has some edge, bring her back her. I'll try it. I'd even try it. Give me some honey bee for these edges. I'll do it. But will it be a success like Fenty Beauty, or will it flop like all of her other non-singing business endeavors? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now we have another what should your man be worth conversation prompt. Gabrielle Union has come out and said, I'm working and I'm grinding because me and my husband split the bills 50-50. Now we know Dwayne Wade is worth like $200 million and she's worth 40. She is worth $40 million. That's good. That is good, especially for a black actress. And really, this is a conversation of should bills be paid equally or equitably? Should the man provide? Now, we all know that Dwayne Wade is cheap. He relocated to Texas just to pay his baby mama less. I mean, that man will, ooh, God. I mean, he's so cheap it's terminal. It is terminal. He gonna die from his cheapness. Mark my words. I ain't wishing it on him. It's just what I see. Do I think that Gabrielle is a fool? Yes. Because ain't no way I'ma stress myself out and break my back to pay half the bills when you going off of a $200 million salary and I'm going off $40 million. I'm not stressing myself out. Also, if you can't live off of $40 million comfortably, what you doing? However, I'm also not going to be with you if we're not maximizing your $200 million. If we're not living and enjoying the $200 million, I ain't saying be stupid with your money, but you can't take it with you. Child, even rich men got you paying half. That's sad. That's sad. And he don't even need the money. I'm sorry. Mortgage, y'all shouldn't have the word mortgage in your mouth. There is so much money, you shouldn't even know how things get paid. You're worth 40 and he worth 200. Accountants should be taking care of that. I shouldn't be thinking with that level of money. See, y'all don't know how to rich. For $1 million each, I will teach you how to rich where neither one of you will worry about these mundane and inane conversations. Marley Nichols seemingly disses Tristan Thompson in a cryptic Mother's Day post about parenting all alone. Girl, you got pregnant by a donor. A donor. You could only pull a conceive and leave. That's like going to McDonald's and asking for steak. They don't have that. They don't have that. I know you didn't think you were getting a partner or a father. I know you didn't think that. You got a child support come up from your conceive and leave. I mean, this man has been ain't shit for years now. You chose to get pregnant by that. The brain is small and the belly's fat. Why would you get pregnant by that? I'm glad you like that song. Boop, boop, did him down and what him chew. Boop, boop, did him down and what him chew. Boop, boop, did him down and what him chew. And they swam all over the dam. Kourtney Kardashian wants a spin-off show that doesn't involve her sisters. You are the most boring of the three. You're the most uninteresting to look at least with Khloe, we always wonder, whose head is that? With you, we don't care. Now, Travis is interesting. Travis has been through Blink 182 the whole nine. I'll watch Travis, but I don't want to look at you. Travis is likable. You ain't. Although, God, he was married to that Shayna Moakler, and that makes me question him and his judgment. Ha! In Why I'm a Samsung Sissy news, a lawsuit claims that DoorDash deliveries are charged more on Apple phones than Androids. Although I bet you they probably charge in Metro PCS less than Verizon. Instagram's going to be launching a Twitter alternative this summer. Yes, we need a new Twitter. We need a new Twitter. Burn the old one down, put some safeguards up. And you know what, Instagram? Also do a black Twitter where all our shit is copywritten so that the pink toes can't steal. Come up with an originators fund. Oh, God. Growing Up Hip Hop must be coming back soon. I don't know what is going on with Angela Yon Simmons, but now she is gifting her new boyfriend, Yo Gotti, a Tesla for his 42nd birthday. We in our 40s now. It's not cute to be popping up with new men every season. Every season, it's giving issues. You done had a new man for every season of Growing Up Hip Hop, and he's always the one, and you're always moving for him between New York, Atlanta, and Los Angeles. And Miami too. So I don't know where this one has moved you. But you're always giving him expensive gifts, and then, 10 minutes later, you broke up with him. I'm going to need you to get a better plot line. This show can't be paying you that much. So here are my thoughts so far. I am about halfway through the season of Vanderpump Rules. This is women on women crime, specifically white women on women crime. The men are being used as pawns by these women. These women are controlling and manipulative. If these heifers actually used these skills towards their business acumen, they'd be set. But they're wasting their energy and their skill set on worthless men. Their pickers are broken. The reason Raquel is doing this, or Rachel, I don't know. I'm gonna call her Raquel. The reason she is doing this is not because of Tom or Tom. It is because she is getting back at Ariana and Katie and Lala. You see, she can't sleep with Lala, man, because she ain't got one. So but she sure did take Oliver from her. She was like, you ain't gonna get no dick while I'm around. They have been mean to this girl. They have bullied this girl. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fuck your man. That's how I'm going to get back at you. I'm going to make you miserable. I am going to ruin your relationship. This is women on women crime. I've seen it. Y'all heifers will go at each other. I also feel like now that we're finding out that her and Tom hadn't been having sex for 5 years, y'all knew that relationship was going to end. And this is what happens when a relationship where Y'all kind of liked each other, and then you were the darling couple of the show, so your relationship became your job. Then y'all really stopped liking each other, but you was like, we ain't gonna fuck up the money though. This is everything's rolling in. So you kept it together, and it was like, all right, as long as we're paid, it's still okay. I can still tolerate it. But there comes a point when, and I think it was when Tom started throwing himself into his band, that life becomes not enough. And that's why he cheated. Raquel did it to get back at your ass for supporting heifers who hated her and being a hating heifer yourself. And you know, with a man like Tom, if y'all ain't hunching, he's getting it somewhere else. You know he ain't shit. You know that. You stuck around for the show, you stuck around for a check, and this is what you get. That's why you went and bought that house with him, even though y'all ain't married. That's why you let him mortgage that shit for this business. That's why, because you was trying to keep him for the check, not because you loved him. You're not angry with him. You're angry with yourself for not getting out of it before it was too late. Now you're going to have to pay with money. But like any white woman, you're going to play the victim to the hilt. But y'all mean girled the wrong girl. That is exactly what has happened with Raquel. This has very little to do with the men, and this is all about the women. I mean, it's obvious. Then after she had been sleeping with Sandoval secretly, she started going after Katie's ex just to get under her skin. She doesn't want Tom. I'm sorry, but neither one of those guys are exceptionally attractive. They alright. I mean, they ain't hideous. They're not a big ugly, but they're on their way. They're on their way. Raquel for sure outhoed them because Lala thought she was the supreme hoe. And Raquel said, hold my beer. And you see, Lala thought she was a whore because whores get paid. But no, she a hoe because she's ended up with nothing. A gold digger who hit copper. She thought she was blonde ambition, but she was blonde mediocrity. Jason. I'm not here to body shame. I am not here to body shame, and truthfully, in this picture, we really can't see your body. My question is, sir, who talk so much about your wealth, your enormous wealth, and you have achieved financial success, and I am happy for you, sincerely. I make fun of you on here, but I make fun of everybody. You know it ain't nothing personal. You're in on the joke. But what isn't a joke are your filthy living conditions, and they truly concern me. They've given me pause. They're troubling. They're very troubling. Why would a man of means have a mirror covered in such filth? For a moment, I thought it was a filter, but you can see that this is not. You can look at the corner and see, no, that is just one of the dirtiest mirrors of all time. That's a commitment to filth, to dinge, to nastiness. That's not just, oh, the house is a little messy. That's, I have never cleaned this. Do you keep your nice clothes that you wear on the show in that filthy closet? I'm imagining there's a closet behind there. You can see there's a sliding door. It looks like it would be a sliding door. But oh my God, where are you that's this dirty? Are you okay? This is a bathroom? Oh my God, that's a tub. This is a bathroom. This is a bathroom. Oh my God, what does that smell like? Oh God, is that soap scum? You can't pay nobody to clean your bathroom, you nasty little shit. Oh my God, this is, I don't know where this is, but you feel free enough to be naked up in there. Oh Lord. Is this a bathhouse? This has to be a bathhouse. This has to be a bathhouse. Where are you frequenting? Oh my God, it looks like you could get syphilis just walking in there. Oh my God, it's a bathroom. Oh.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly.